Welcome back to Factorio Megabase-In-A-Book. My name is Nilaus and we are going to continue on our Megabase build. Thank you very much everyone for supporting and following along. I think it's very cool that you are so diligently watching what I'm doing and just yelling at me in comment section. Sometimes it gets a bit overwhelming, but most of the time it's actually really helpful, such as when you notice things that I would not notice for a very long time, like this one had a wrong condition, that kind of thing. Also, since you have, now I collectively say you, but of course not everyone, I've been saying like, fix the damn steel. Like, it's side loading issue we have with the steel. I know, yes, I should, and I will. However, the way I'm going to do it is by replacing the steel. So it is time for us to do, based on what the question asked a couple of episodes ago, should I go from having dedicated steel, like I'm having now, to having common steel? And I think it just makes sense to have common steel, because common steel will be able to it'll be a much less transport of resources, because I'm only going to be transporting a steel train. And what I'm really trying to optimize in this stage is minimize the number of trains in the network, because I know trains will be causing the majority of problem. And one of the things that's super important is, if you get in trouble with too many trains, it's extremely difficult to fix, because you can't just add more tracks. If you are running out of blue circuits, just build another blue circuit factory. But you can't just build another set of tracks. You can, but it's not going to give you more capacity. So what I want to do is I want to go down here today and use this one as a template and design a new steel facility. Let's head on down there and let's see what we can do at this location. I can get pretty close, and I think I'll also get my building buddies to come on down here. Whoops. They should also go down here. I've been looking around on this available iron patches. There's one here, which is a bit annoying because it's right next to a coal. Then there's one here that's the best one. And then I have another one down there. And the last one is here. That means we only have 4 locations we could actually build new steel. So what I'm kind of starting to look at is the possibility that we might start needing to sort of breach this area as well. Another thing that I want to do is I want to start making the area down here and slowly filling in this part. Well, that is slowly. Are you actually here? Yeah, look at that. I just sent them back to be resupplied. And we're also just adding here. This is going to be like the usual part, and I will do this part here. Get that sorted. And I'm just keep going up here. Keep going. And let's see, we are down here. All right, so what I want to do is I want to use this location, and it's going to be something along the lines of what we already have, like this on-site smelting. And I'm pretty sure that I should be disabling my personal robot ports at this point. There. So this is what we want to do. However, remember, this is steel, so it's not going to be... This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 trains in here. That's way too much. I'm going to need more space to do work and less space to do storage, because we're never going to have a situation where there would be any point in having 6 trains of steel or waiting for steel. It's just too large numbers of steel. So if I just have 1, 2 in here, and then maybe have 1 below or 2 below, then I'm still having a storage space here of 4. And of course I'm going to go all the way out. We're going to be really just maximizing the real estate inside our city block. And then from here, I'm going to go backwards and figure out... I'm pretty sure that if I look at this, there will be a possibility to do more, right? Right. There'll be 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes. And yeah, let's do it. I will take all the inner stuff out of that. And that is the absolute maximum we can do. So let's do that. Because I'm going to take iron ore in, and I'm going to be working on making iron ore and then converting into steel in one fell swoop. And therefore I need as long as possible that I can get here. Okay, so let's take these out before I accidentally start building it. Or my spidertrons are coming in and deciding that this is something they should be building. Oh, that is exactly what happened. Oh, wow. Well, that's perfect. I wanted you to build this, so that's excellent. Now I am going to toggle personal laser roboports and also get this in as well. Get all of this done. Alright. Strained it. Okay, so what I want to do is I want to just design a single one here. That's actually really nice that I just made it. And then I'm going to let you go a bit out of here. First thing first, I want to just get some easy work on power. I don't want to deal with power, so let's just do that first. There. Power is now done. So we can use this as our template for build. And I will be using... Oh no, I just threw it away. I threw it away when I came back. Okay, I should have some builds in here. Some of these. Thank you. And I think I have enough of everything else. Yeah, it should be good. Right, the one thing we don't have enough of though is... We do need to have a constant supply, otherwise... Okay, so... Hold on. Here's the thing. Let me explain. If I build one of these and power it, then as I use... It doesn't say anything because it has no... It doesn't know if it's making smelting iron, steel, copper, stone bricks. So I have to put in... There. And only now does it know what it's supposed to be doing. And then gives me the calculation. So since I need those calculations, I also need to feed it in some iron here in one end. Even for design purposes, which is a bit annoying. There. I think it's going to go in on the lower one. Yeah, let's do that. There. We have our test build. This is not about the quantity. This is simply about what it's going to look like. Let's see. How close can I make it? If I make it this close, I think that's the close. Well, this is the very closest I can do. Let's see how many we can get all the way down here. Definitely one more. So how many do we have? Please be a good number. 21. Alright, that sounds good. And now the question is, how much do we need here? If it was 22, it would have been perfect. Oh, damn. That's the thing. If it was 22, it would have been perfect. Because 10 making iron ore into iron plate times 1.2 is equal to 12. Yeah, one more would have been absolutely perfect. It's not going to be easy to get one more in there. I mean, the only way I could get one more in is if I ditch this and do a much simpler setup. Yes, I think we can do that. Because this is, again, it's steel, so it's going to accrue so damn slow that it really doesn't matter. That's closer, right? That's closer. Ah. Alright, let's try this. That could work. And I'm just remembering to do this part. Can I even see that they're connected? Yeah, okay, I can see they're connected. They have, on the right-hand side, you can see that there's a connection. And I'm going to do the same thing on this part. Okay, it's worth a shot. It's worth a shot for sure. That means when it would go out like this. Oh, that's not actually working. Because the issue is this. Oops. It only works if I can get them closer, like that. That means from here. I think we're onto something. I think we're onto something. This is like ultimate desperation. Of course, there's another little catch, and that's the fact that this one doesn't have quite all it should have. It should have 2 more here, and this one should have 2 more on this side. But, you know, this might not be the worst thing in the world. Might not be. Yeah, let's try give that a shot. And kill all of this. Oh, there's another little catch. This one is actually called, I want to call it steel. We shouldn't have anything that's called steel now, do we? No, we do. Yeah. Okay, yeah. Common dedicated. Oh, actually, that reminds me of something else. I should actually be stopping the input of these. So here, I'm just going to do... Boop. Yeah. How many do we have? Trains with this stops with this train. And I'm gonna disable this. There. The 2 for that one is disabled, and then I'm gonna disable here for the yellow one. Yep. And the generic one here, I'm gonna keep it because it's gonna be a while. No, I'm not gonna keep it. And I know I have one here as well. You're also being deconstructed, and I don't think I have anything else. No, not yet. Not yet. Good. That is working. And they will be trying to figure out how to get this. Not that. Not that. And get back in line. It's all good. And these will obviously not be copper, but those are small things for us to fix. That's not the biggest challenge. The biggest challenge is by far figuring out if we can get this to work. There. And oops, because this pattern is now repeated like this, I can then go there, there, and here. Good. And it ran out. It always does. There. It does have a bit of an issue. Okay, let's try to figure out. So this will be 10 of these built. How would I want to do it? I can do one. Let's do the basics idea here. Oh, let's do this while I remember. Go. And do we want to get it in here just to get something? Do I want to get it out like this? No. Yeah, let's try this. So you're up and there. And they go backwards. Okay. Right, the really important part is you must have this output on the top side, because this is outputting on the side furthest away. That's the top side. This is outputting in the right hand side in the direction of travel for the build. So that means it is on the lower side. They must be outputting on the side. If I mirrored this, it just wouldn't work, because it would be attempting to put both of them on the same side, and that would not work. Here. I think this is a unit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then I cut it here. But now it goes the other way around. Now it's actually input. So I need to go here. And that will then go input, input, and they will now go out, out on a new belt. Which technically would come from here, but yeah. There, there. And it is completely inconsequential here that they put it on the same side, because I'm just not going to be having enough steel for it to actually matter. That's going to be like this, and this will now be the unit. Yeah, let's see if we can get it all the way through. Now everything has a step, and then I can use my rate calculator to see if we are pretty close. We are exceptionally close. Oh, that's so good. And that means we get 8.31, and that is just what we call a rounding error. Damn, this is good. This is really good. Let's see if it actually works. So now I need to build in power poles. I think I'll build the power poles at... If I build them here, they take the top one. If they build them here, they take the bottom one. So I'm going to build them like this. There. And then we start doing something else. So if I want to get to this, I need to make sure that this line... Okay, why this one? Well, let's actually try to show it to you. Here. That will be how the next iteration goes. If I keep it the same. And I'm gonna assume that I do. Yeah? Then on top of that, I'm also going to have... let's see. It's actually gonna be like that one. Here. That means this will be where I bring in the next level, and as you can see, I can't quite bring it in yet because, well, water. It also serves the purpose that we can then get closer to actually killing this one, which is something we want. Okay, and go up here. There should be some... We'll want to build this first to make sure that we have this all done before we're starting to set in the solar panels. I want to make the solar panels for all of it at once. All right, this is beautiful. I am going to cut this one right now because I don't want it. And we can now take this part out. And we can probably also take this part out. It's not going to work then, but if I do a bit of copy pasting. Actually, I want to do some copy pasting out here first, because the most important part is, can I actually get this one to connect to all of the inputs? And there might be some where I go like, no, I can't do it. And then that's what we need to fix. All right, so now we just go through them one by one. That's good. That's good. That's okay. This is not ideal, but I think it's still viable, right? Still works. Not exactly like I would want. Thing is, I have to jump it from here and in. Well, it's, as long as this is an option, then, well, it's an option. That was fine. Okay, so we have no worries right now. This, though, is not correct. I need to get this all the way down. Oops. I think this is going to be a good one, and I hope I'm not making too many mistakes. Let's do this part. Will always be the same, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, and of course that's 5, 6, 7, and 8. And this is when we call in the buildertrons, because they are the only ones who can actually do this kind of scale that I'm building at. And I will now do here. That will be 8 lanes in, and ooh, oh. Disband the entire thing. Yeah, go away. It's actually not super important because this part here is also going to be different. Let's take this out. Remember, we are out here in a building area, so the city blocks are gonna. The city blocks have to be there when they can't be there. But if they can't be there, then they're not gonna be there. Let me get the there. It's going the right way, yes. And if I go here, 1, 2, 3, 4. Can't even get the last one in. And where is it? Here. How many rows? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Wow. That will be... That's 9. And that's 8. Oh, look at that. It's a perfect 8 to 8. What a coincidence. Can you go down here and get this done? And then I need my 8 to 8 balancer, which we'll find here. The little fat one. There we go. And... does it even have a 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8? That's actually really nice. Or neat. There. That's good. And then we take... that's kind of a lot. Or kind of way too much. That one goes in here. And I guess we need our spidertrons to come over here. Buildertrons to get the last bits here. How did this one fail so miserably? How did I just butcher this? Oh, I did. There it is. Alright, you can delete your comment again about me misplacing it. That should be good. Get the spidertron. You build all this? Sweet. Now go up there and build that part. Yeah, don't build it right now. I need to design it first. Okay, this is good. This is good. This is good. And you can come down here and rebuild this. And then the whole damn thing should be operational. Except we're missing a few lights. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 lights. 6 lights. Great. That's going to be another thing we want to do. Can I just do that from the map view? I think that's easier. Take out the lights. Get in there. Build all the lights. And stuff is not working. Why is stuff not working? Oh, because the whole thing is just hinging upon a single power pole that I haven't built. Right, get back here and build your power pole. Ta-da! Let's see if it works. And so how much will it require? Well, it's not going to require full builds. I didn't even calculate it, but it doesn't, because that would need like 13 or 14 normally, and I'm only having 10 here. Actually, I don't think I want this, because that's going to make it uneven, and things that are uneven in the beginning just have a tendency to not really be easy to even out. We see that at our iron deposit that went wrong at some point. Now, This is the moment when I'm like, maybe I should have turned it. Maybe I should have put it down here. Because I could do this one and then rotate it like this. And I could have brought it in there. And then that would have been perfect instead of going up and going in. Yeah. Let's get this working. And then I can always just contemplate my misery here. Alright. Does it work? It seems to be connecting everything. This seems to be connecting everything. I'm getting ironed in here. What I do need is figuring out where the next one's going to be. Right, so should be up there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yes. And then let's see if we can find where the next one's going to be. It's right in the corner. And then I'll take you out. And we'll just confirm. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yes. Alright, so this actually has a buffer of 4. 1 for each, plus 2 here. That means each of those can at maximum take 3. They should probably only take 2. And I don't imagine that's going to be a problem for if I only set them to 2. Maximum 2 trains for each. This is aligned. I have to take this out because it's going to be part of the blueprint. And what I'm going to do is now I'm going to take the blueprint for you, my friends. And hold on, does this have... Yeah, it has the signal on the outside. Good. Should have it. I'm going to take it. And... yeah. I think I'm actually only going to take it to here this time. It is a bit of an annoyance that it works like that. That I can't take that one out. I'm kind of thinking whether... could this be moved? Okay, could it be moved one down? I don't think so. No, I didn't think so. Okay, now I lost my copy-paste. Here. Snap to grid. 100. I think like this. Yeah, that looks reasonable. Modules, train stop names, yes. And that's gonna get a steel icon. Perfect. Does it work? Yes. And then I could take this and build it if I build it here. I can also just use the excuse that if I build it here, then I can't access the coal, and that's why I don't build it there. Yeah, let's use that stupid excuse, because that could also be a way for us to make steel available, or so they make plastic available, because we're gonna need to tap these for plastic later on. Oh, what happens? You go here and here, and keep going this way, and I'm gonna get my spidertrons. They're gonna be following along. There we go. They can get in there. Yay, we got it. The last zoo is dead. Sorry, I just don't like the idea of having a zoo inside my base. So, are they stuck? Oh no, not quite. Ha, funny. This one's kind of stuck. It doesn't really know what to do. There we go. All right, get back out there somewhere. I don't know where, but don't want to deal with that right now. Get there, get there, get there. Right, this is working. This is brilliant, awesome, excellent. And all I need to do is now hook it back up to the main line. Should not be a problem either. I'll take one of these and remove this part. Get it in here, and then just connect the little train lines. There. And I don't think I need extra stops here. I could make here and here, just for no reason, just consistency, I guess. And that will now be available. That is going to be a train available here. Now we're going to make more of them, but what we also need to do is figure out if we have started to empty some of these. That is absolutely not the case, even though we've turned it off. So we're not requesting anything in here, but it still has like massive amounts. There, and we're going to have to wait until that destroys itself. What are we not doing? Oh, come on. What is not working? Oh dear, this has been not working for a long time. Damn. I know. It's this one that jammed. Too much light oil. This is the problem with building it back here. This is the easiest way I can get rid of it. So we're not consuming any meaningful amounts of light oil, or not light oil, petroleum in the home base anymore, because we're not making plastic anymore. The plastic is still being made, but it's not being consumed, because the only thing that we use plastic for in this area, or the only thing we use petroleum for, is a tiny bit of plastic going into the low density structures, which is just not worth it. So that's kind of disappointing. So that means our science has been stuck all the way through. Right, well, what I'm going to do, and this is something, now we've designed this, and I think it's a really good design. If you have some improvements to this, like that meaningful improvements, right, then let me know in the comment section. And what I will be doing between sessions is I will be adding a few. I'll be adding this one, that one, and what was the third one? 1, 2, 3. Oh yeah, this one as well. That means we can then start. And with the science operational again, this should be better. Then we can start working on sort of the next challenges, whatever they might be. We should actually figure out one thing that's really important, is how much does this actually produce? Because I don't think it's producing very much now that I think of it. It's only producing 66. And what did one of the generic ones? They produced like 123, right? No, 86. Okay, so that means the difference, it's a different ratio now. And I'm going to need a lot more outputs out here, or a lot more locations, because if I only do like this 66, then it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 times 66. That's not enough. That's 230. Yeah, it's not enough. At least 233. And if I look at just the worst one, this one here, just this one, it will require 324. So no matter what, even if I tap all of the iron I have, I'm still not going to be anywhere close to what I need here. And that it might actually be that some of these small ones would be much more beneficial to convert into steel facilities, because the steel is consuming, if we look at this is consuming iron ore much slower. It's only consuming 230 iron ore, while if we look at something like this one, it should be consuming more. So the small ones should actually be dedicated to steel, while the big ones should be dedicated to iron, I guess. And then we will definitely need to do some expansion. We'll definitely need to take that. Of course, this is going to be a future problem, you could say. I do pretty much see myself having to go up here and tap some of these locations. And I don't think that's necessarily a problem. I don't think it's a problem to do that, because as I have enough solar energy, then I can start sort of punching my way in and tapping this one or that one if I feel I need any of these. It should be okay. It should be okay. We'll get around to it. But the main point is, and this is also, I'm thinking that you are probably commenting that this one could easily feed 2 of them. Yes, it could. But getting it to actually feed 2 of them is a different matter. Then I'd have to cut it down sort of the middle, make it the other side. I don't know. I really like having just enough out here. But it is a problem that I'm... what do you guys think? Right? This one, 45 million, is never going to run out. And especially at the mediocre consumption rate of 230. Definitely not running out. And even with the productivity, like it's literally infinite, this one. Literally infinite. Because I'm going to get more productivity by the time it gets there. Yeah, so... So if I could take this one and actually make it into 2 different locations, that might actually be better. It's a tricky thing. We'll figure it out. So I'm gonna be wrapping this one up here, and then I'll be back in the next episode where we'll be maybe taking a look at the plastic, because if we can get the steel and the plastic out, then we can get a much more congested location with dedicated builds instead of having some of the things that really shouldn't be dedicated, like plastic and steel. We're taking steel first because steel is the one that has higher compression, so that is always the best candidate for making it reduce our number of trains in the network. Thank you very much for watching. I'll be seeing you guys next time, and a big thanks to the Patreon supporters who are choosing to support the channel and the work I do here. That means a lot to me, and it's really what keeps all of this going. So thank you to the patrons, and thank you everyone for following, liking, subscribing, commenting. I'll see you guys next time. Take care, and as always, stay effective.